One of the things too, and we learned in the last summit, was that there was a huge need for
Yes.
training of teachers on specifically inclusive education for children with disabilities. And so we're doing something in that area. What are we doing?
Yeah, yes, our experts and our advisors were very open about this particular challenge, saying that um, it's very hard for teachers to train on inclusivity because where do you start? And so we brainstormed about this quite a bit and thought about it, and we said, uh, what is one of the biggest challenges to inclusivity is, first of all, learning disabilities, is what we generally call them. Um, these are also known as invisible disabilities to an extent. They're also known as neurodivergent, aspects of learning. I know a lot of us say we don't want to label our children, and I totally agree with that. However, it is also important for us to acknowledge the reality. The fact that in some countries, some say 1 in 3 children are neurodivergent in a classroom, others say 1 in 2. So what does that tell us? Regardless, and then on top of that, 90% have not even come to schools around the world, which means there's a huge, huge percentage of people that we have not even accommodated. So we brainstormed about this quite a bit, and I must say we're so proud of one of our own members who's come forward. What I will talk about is the fact that the certification program that we have come up with is it is a CPD certified 3 hour uh, training program for teachers who are training in the course to embrace neurodiversity, supporting special educational need in the classrooms with the focus on inclusion, understanding special education needs, and supporting learners. So I will repeat again, this
You
is a
can.
CPD accredited certification, just 3 hours. It's an online training. It's self-paced. I love the fact that it is all about self inquiry. I love the fact that you have to look back um, at what you're doing currently, what you've been doing, and then make a choice on how you're going to improve yourself as a teacher in the classroom. So, because it embraces neurodivergent learners in the classroom, it means those children that we have in the ratio of 1 to 2, 1 to 3 in the classroom, they will no longer be left out. Whether this is a regular classroom, it is an SEN classroom, or SNE as we call it here in Kenya, or it is a integrated classroom, it's inclusive. And this is a 3 hour program. I keep repeating that it is so difficult to come across a good training course that is so well paced. It's something that is incredible because it's not too tasking on the teacher. Now, as much as Rotary is all about providing free services, and we really do advocate for that, and we do try our level best to provide best services at the best price possible, and in fact free of charge. However, I'm sure the teachers would appreciate that when you come across a CPD accredited um, training session like this one, certification comes at a cost. Though it is minimal, I believe it's only £40 and about $50 American dollars. Um, So in £40, 3 hours, you're certified. You understand what neurodivergent learners need from you as a teacher and how you can support them to the best of your ability in the classroom. And it's so empowering because I myself went through this training before I brought it forward to the board. And I must say, I found it so empowering. I took my time with it. I almost took a week because the 3 hours at one go was not possible with the busy schedule that I tend to have. But when I took my time, I really learned a lot about who I am as a teacher,
Hmm.
what my children expect of me, what my learners expect of me, and how best I can facilitate and empower them. For me, that is one of the best gifts I think I can give as a teacher is the fact that I am empowered and I can then empower my students. And of course, we do understand a lot of the feedback that we have got from some of our teachers who come from countries where £40 is still very expensive. We understand that and we respect that. And so we have come up with a new campaign where you can adopt a teacher. So this is all about becoming one big happy family
Hmm.
through the IE Summit. Is those teachers, those sponsors who go through this training and then can also sponsor another teacher. It can be done anonymous. You will have to fill in a form and give your consent to say that you would like to support a teacher to undergo this particular training. And so from there, any teacher who finds it difficult to pay the £40 can still have access through a Good Samaritan to this beautiful, beautiful training. And I must say, this is one of the highlights of the IA Summit for me personally, because I know it's changing lives around the world in classrooms. And that's the effect of the IE Summit for me. It has already started. The magic of Rotary and the magic of IE Summit 2025 has started.
Correct. And I think you can mention the company rather than the individual. What's the name of the company that we're doing the training through?
Ah, thank you. Thank you, because I like giving credit where it's due. So this
Yeah.
is PAGS.
Yeah.
This is a UK company, PAGS. We will
Hmm.
share their details and their website. I believe we can do that on the live stream as well. And you can access their website and see the great work that they're doing around the world.
I mean, and this company,
Yes.
Two Pegs, has been generous to us, and they're going to help support the club too through this training. So anybody who registers through the link that we've been promoting, they're going to give a donation to the club. To help support the causes of things, including more inclusive education projects that we can do on that. The other thing I wanted to talk about too is that it may be that a school would want to sponsor some of their teachers. I'm sure they can do that. I think that would add extra credibility to a school by saying that our teachers are certified in neurodiverse training, and that gives more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an extra marketing tool.
I would also like to appeal to Rotary clubs around the world. We're not the only Rotary club that has the pillar of focus on education. You too have that pillar under your club, and we would like to ask the other Rotary clubs to also join us in this cause, and the schools that you are supporting.
Hmm.
Enroll them for this particular training, for this particular summit as well, because it will benefit all of us collectively.
And once again, please write to us. I have the email up there again for any of the things that Sonia is talking about here that you want more information on. Then we'll be glad to provide that to you.